Hello, good evening. We are live. Welcome to 4G Sunday Melody Live. Hello, if you can hear me, comment in the comment below. Let me see you. Hello. Hello, my name is Olabisi Samuel, and this is 4G. It's a social charity group for equal access to humanity worldwide. This is what we do here. We are all for God, for gold, for growth, and for glow. We glow also, as you can see with our Queen Mama, that she's always glowing. That's because she got God, she has goals, and she's growing and glowing at the same time. If you can hear me, please let me just say hi if you can hear me. If you can hear me, let me see your comments. Say hi if you can hear me. We are live. Please share and let everyone know that we are live. Good evening. Good evening. I can see some people are coming online. We are live now. If you are online, just say hi. Hello, I can see you. Adekemi, Ola, Yemi. Yes, if I'm right. Good evening. How was your week? Hope you had a splendid service in church today. If you really went to church. Today we have just 20 minutes, and we're not going to waste much of our time because we have to. Oh, good evening, King. Thanks for joining in. Thank you so much for your help. All right, I just want us to be, more on the show before I start and give out the topic for today. All right. Okay. If you are with me, just say hi. My name is Olabisi Samuel. I said before. I'm going to be repeating it until you know who I am. Hallelujah. Hello. Good evening. I'm Olabisi Samuel. I'm an educator, a teacher. I take children and I take teenagers also in church. And I do a little bit of MCing on the side. Today, I'm going to be your host on our Sunday Melody. And we are already live and we are, on. We have gone 3 minutes already. So if you can share. Let me see your like. Let me see your loves. All right. Show me love, please. Show me love. Encourage me tonight. Please share. Invite others to the show. Don't let it just be about us tonight. Hi, Amobolu. How are you today? Thank you so much. It's a pleasure being on the show tonight. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Hello, nice to see you. Okay. All right. Thank you so much, Queen Folakemi. Thank you for joining us on the show tonight. In case you don't know, this is 4G. The G stands for God, Go, Growth, and Glory. And that's what we keep doing on 4G. And it's a social charity group for equal access to humanity worldwide. Tonight, we're going to be discussing on a very important topic. But I want us to be more online before I throw in the topic. Okay? So I want to see more people online. Please help me share. Help me share so we can have more people online to discuss this interesting topic because it's a wide range. Hey, hi, hello. How are you tonight? Hi, how are you today? Before I give out the topic, I want to say a very big thank you to my lovely, beautiful Queen Mother Amati in the building. Thank you so much, Mommy, for giving me this opportunity to host your show. Mama has been doing a great, great work. Man, I envy her. After so much also, then she will now come again on Sunday when she's supposed to be resting and be showing the show. Wow, I always say, where is this woman getting her strength from? Our mama is the bomb. Please let me throw love, love. Please throw love emoji for my mama, our Queen Mother in the building. Please let me show love. Show some love to our Queen Mother. Let me see you with your love emoji for my Queen Mama tonight. She is a woman indeed, round figure. Yes, she got God, she got gold, she's growing. I know she's glowing. Can't you see her? She's looking as young and radiant as ever. I don't know where she gets her strength from. Good evening, Queen. Yes, so she's the best. She's generous, she's amiable, she's beautiful inside out. And I've met her before, so I can tell you. I've seen her one-on-one. I can tell you that she's all that and more. Throw some love to my Queen Mother. Before I can even tell you the topic for today, show some love to my Queen Mother, man. Please show some love. Give us some love. Give us some love. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you, my darling. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you for joining me on the show tonight. Yes, so she's a complete package, a priceless human being, a priceless one. She's a giver to the core. She gives from her heart. There's no male or female. The Bible says there's no gender, neither male or female. That's my Queen Mother for you. There's no Muslim. This one is a Christian. Every one of us, she has taken us in like a siblings. Let me use that word. A younger one. She has taken us in as our mother. She's beautiful. She stands out. For me, she's the real deal. Thank you. Thank you so much. Queen Olalade Bello, I love you. I love you so much. Thank you. Thank you for the love emoji for my mama. All right. We have taken 7 minutes already. So now let's go to the main topic. Our topic for today. I think Mama has already, brought out the topic. Let me just say it out again. For today, our topic is what causes tension between parents. Let me repeat. What causes tension between parents? Relationship with their teenage children. What causes tension between parents, relationship with their teenage children? Did you get that? Did you get that? What causes tension between parents? I want you to tell me. I want you to give me what you think is causing this, tension between them. Before I give you my own points. Oh, thank you so much. At trend is for what we do here. 4G Kingdom. Okay, please share. Thank you, King Absalam. The participants for tonight. Thank you, King Absalam. So the topic again, let me say it out. What causes tension between parents, relationship with their teenage children? Please, I want to see your point. Insecurity. Wow, that's good. That's true. Insecurity is one of them. Yes, you're right. Insecurity. I want more points. Are we sleeping? Please send the link to every member of the group so they can wake up and come and join. Okay. Thank you so much, Priscilla. Insecurity. Let me just dive into it while we wait for others to join us. All right. What causes tension between parents, relationship with their teenage children? The first thing on the list for me is lack of communication. Lack of what? Communication. Most times, most parents don't know how to communicate with teenagers. That's just it. Teenagers, they see teenagers, like some of them treat their teenagers as that see children. Why the teenagers want to be free? They see that I'm growing. I want to, I want to experience. I want to be free. But the parents, there's a gap in communication. That's one thing that causes tension. I'm a teenager teacher in church, and I've heard a lot when it comes to tension between parents and and teenagers. Number one, that my most of my teenagers have talked to me is of lack of communication. That is just it. When you cannot communicate freely with your mother or your father, and you think that when you tell them things, they may shout at you or get angry with you. That's one, major tension between parents and their teenage children. Another is the lack of understanding. Parents find it very difficult to understand their children, their teenagers. Let me not say children, their teenagers. They find it very difficult to understand them. They don't believe that, they believe that anything I say, that's what you should do. And the teenagers are, wondering that, why is mommy not understanding me? There's a gap in there. There's a gap. Somebody's saying, crave for more independent. Beautiful. I love that. Most teenagers want to be free. They want to explore. That's what most parents don't understand. I used to tell my parents that, well, once a teenager, how do you feel at 13, 14, 15? How do you feel at that particular period? So most parents, they are not ready to come down to the level of those children. And as a teenager, because teenagers are mostly misunderstood, you have to come down to their level to understand why, they are doing some of the things they are doing. Another reason is the difference in gap. Like in our time, we are trained differently. In the 1980s, when we were born, 1970s, 1920, in the 2000, we are trained differently. But now there's, things have changed, and most parents are not willing to change time. Thank you so much. You said peer pressure. Yes, I like that. That's another thing. That's one thing. Another major reason for tension between parents and children. Okay, peer pressures. The teenagers, they are going out. They are seeing things. My friend is buying phone. She has this kind of phone. Mommy does not want to buy phone for me. Why? And our friends outside are saying, why are you not having a phone? Your mom can afford it and all that. But the parents believe that it's not time for that child to have a phone. But that, because of the lack of communication between them, lack of understanding between them, there's tension. There's tension. All right, another reason for tension between parents and children is separation, which causes changes in the family. When I say separation, I mean maybe like divorce, maybe separation of father or mother, and they have to share the children. Some of the children have to go with maybe the mother, some have to go with the father, So there is tension. Maybe the boy wants to go with the father, and the girl wants to go with the mother. The family has been divided. Disunity has come. There is change. The family is not as the way it was. So the children now won't flow. They won't know who to flow with, is that father or the mother. So that's another tension reason for yes, my queen, separation or divorce. Yes, that's what I'm saying. Separation or divorce, which causes change also in the family. Another reason for tension in the family is gap in belief. Gap in belief. In our days, we have different sets of rules that guide us. They say it's a whole community that will train a whole community that will train a child. But now we're living in guided houses. We're living where there's security and all that, and we are trying to protect our children for maybe socializing and all that. Why the children want to be free? The parents believe that should not be your friend because they have maybe certain, background and all that. You believe that everybody should be your friend. Some people believe that I'm going to Catholic church. This is what we are doing here, or a Catholic church that will go wake up very early in the morning and they will go to church very early, and where they preach and speak in tongues and all that. So there's difference in belief in that part. Then there's sexual media. Okay, social media disconnect. In our days, we send message through email, through maybe handwritten letters and all that. Why now? Children are all over social media. If you are not careful, they are influenced more by social media than even you yourself. If you are not close to them, so that's why, as much as possible, if you have teenage children, to bridge the gap, amongst us, so that there can be communication amongst our teenagers and ourselves. All right. Let me see your comment. I've been the one talking. I'm a teacher, and I like when I'm teaching. Yes, it's saying one or two things. I'm not the only one talking. Wow, so sorry. It was power shortage. I had to put on the gen. Okay, we are good now. All right. So also, one other tension that is very, very rampant is the finance. Very, very important. The money issue. That one can cause a whole lot of tension between parents and teenagers, because teenagers, they have this idea. Once they set their mind or goal on something, and they need the finance for it or money for it, and you are telling them you don't have the money. If they don't understand you, like I said in the beginning, if there's communication gap, that child or that teenager will not understand why you are telling him or her that there is no money. But once there is communication, between the parent and the teenager, it will go smooth. If you explain that, sorry, there's no money now. When I have money, I will get it though. But once there's lack of communication between the parent and the teenager will see like the mommy does not want to do, what I want. All right. So also, okay, thank you. Hormonal changes. Okay. Emotional change, which can also, one very important thing. I thank you so much, Mama. Thank you so much. I like that. Hormonal changes too, as they are growing up. Let me use my son, one of my teenagers, for example. As they are growing up, they are changing. Their voice is changing. If she's a female, she started developing, boobs and all that. And as if you just bust into their room, and they're telling you, "Mommy, go out of my room." I wonder, what's wrong with this? What's wrong? Some of them will put "stay out" at their door. "Stay out of my room." My daughter will shout at my boys, Come to my room, knock before coming to my room," and all that. And I'm wondering to myself, Egbami, take it easy now, take it easy on your brothers. As she's growing, she's finding it difficult for anybody just come into her room. Even me, if I come to her room, she tell me, "Mommy," and all that. Most teenagers will just shut down at that. They'll believe that you are invading on their privacy. So as they are growing and they are changing in physics, we need to be very, very careful the way we handle them, because if we are not, a whole lot of tension may arise due to that. Because now they see themselves, if he's a boy, he sees himself as a man. When my son is speaking, you'll be wondering, is it my husband? He's just 13 years old, but he's tall and his voice is so husky. And when you turn, you think, if he's standing beside me, you think he's my boyfriend. But because we have we communicate the way we relate, you think he's my friend, but he's my son. So most times we are together, we communicate so well. That's because we don't have communication issues. If it comes out from school and I ask Isaiah, "What's up?" What did you do today? What happened? He would tell me, you download the old gist for me. Sometimes it will just come to mommy, I have gist from you. I have gist. I don't want to keep anything from you. I have gist. I say, what is it? Even if I'm busy, I'll drop my phone and I'll listen to what he's about to say. They will now start downloading what happened in school today. This girl did this one did that. That's because there was communication. There was no communication gap. All right. Then it is important for parents to remain patient and understanding during the challenging time, and to keep the lines of communication open with their teenage children. Yes, you must be very patient. Hey, I have two teenagers right now. My daughter is going to be 15 in June. My son is going to be was 13 in January. I have a preteen. If you are not patient, you will lose them at this particular time of their life, not to death. If you are not patient with them, you will lose them, because most times at that particular stage, that's their formation. They are growing up into adulthood. By 18, they will be an adult. So if you don't have a good relationship with them at this particular stage of their life, from 13 to 18 years, when they become an adult, you will lose that child, not to death, but to other vice, to peer pressures. They will bow to peer pressures and all that. So you must keep your line of communication open. You must keep your line of communication open at all times. If they come to you and they want to tell you something, drop whatever you are doing. Drop your phone. If you are in the kitchen, tell them to join in the kitchen. That's what I do most times. I say, oh yeah, come and be peeling mangi. Oh yeah, come and be cutting onions. You understand? That's what I do. So you must keep your line of communication open. Very, very important. Never break it at this stage of their life. They need you more than they need any other thing. Let them be your best, let them be their best friend. Or let me be their best friend. Let me not confuse you. Be their best friend. Be their best friend for now. They need you more than anything. More than that job that you are running about saying you want to make money. Forget it. Your children need you now. All right. So building a strong and trusting relationship takes time and effort, but it can help parents and teenagers, navigate this challenging together. Yes, it takes time. It takes time. You need to build a strong trusting relationship. They must be able to trust you, Reverend, and anything that they are going through. With everything they are going through. If they cannot trust you, they will trust somebody else outside. I can tell you that. Yes, listen more to them. Very, very important. You must listen. And most people don't know how to listen, though. You must listen to understand. Most people will just hear. They will not understand what you are saying, what the child is saying. What is what they want to say that they will be hammering on. You must listen to understand. Yes, communication is totally a key to success. Yes, if you want to have a fantastic relationship with your teenagers, you must communicate. You must be patient. You must trust that child. You must trust that child. That child must be able to trust you and to be willing to tell you everything. Okay? If you are not friendly with them, they can't. Yes, that's another thing. If you are not friendly with your teenage children, they can't tell you everything. They can't. They will see you like hostile. They will see you like you are their enemy. Meanwhile, you are not. But because you are not friendly enough. I teach in the teenagers class, and what some of the things I've heard, if I start telling you tonight, you'll be shocked. Most parents have lost their children a long time ago, but they don't know. You think it's only even pastors' children. They have lost their children a long time ago. But because through this lack of understanding, lack of trust, lack of being impatient with children, with teenagers, they believe that they don't understand me, so they go out. And teenagers are the most misunderstood. Let me use that word. The most misunderstood of all. Let me use that word. They are the most misunderstood. But people just believe, oh my goodness, I've spent time. I was just going on and on. Nobody's stopping me. Wow. If you're not friendly with them, they can't tell you their problem. I'm so sorry. I've sent 24 minutes already. Oh my goodness. I just keep talking. I was talking as if I'm talking to my teenagers in teenagers class. Please hope you have been able to pick 1 or 2 points. Let me just go over them again. What causes tension between parents, relationship with their teenagers, children. We talk about lack of communication, lack of trust, you know, bad parenting, difference in opinion, age gap. We talked about changes like divorce and all that. Are what we talked about. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Time has gone. Please, love. Oh, thank you so much. Please share, share, share. All right. I hope you had fun. I hope you were able to get 1 or 2 points. Hope I'm not too fast because that's my one of my greatest weakness. I'll just keep going and on and forgetting myself. Queen Mama told me 25 minutes. I've already spent my 25 minutes and it's all over. Thank you so much for joining me on the show tonight. Hope you're able to pick 1 or 2 things and, relate back in your family and home. Helping teenagers is what I do. So thank you for joining me. Hope you had fun. Thank you, Queen Mama. My time is up.